day, I'm gonna.
Hello chat. I'm on a new computer, so no face cam. But hello. Welcome. I'm sure people are still trickling in. I only just put out pings a little bit ago. I'm trying to see if I can get my macro files from my old laptop to work on the game. I might need to relaunch. If that's the case, I may just take a little longer. Okay. For now, we're sitting here with the music. We're vibing. I'm hoping that this worked for the macros. It did! Oh, we're so in there. Don't mind my my image of choice for blocking out the chat, by the way. Anyway, welcome in, everybody. This is Plumeria. She is our character. Miss Abelimus is our fucking warrior of light. I need to edit one of these macros, actually. This one. There we go. Pause the music. Alright. Let's fucking jump in. Let's go to our new world to explore. I've already unlocked the new jobs. I've tried them out a little bit. Haven't leveled them any, but they are very fun. This way, I think. Yes. I am, of course, playing not on my home world. Because fuck those queues right now, Jesus Christ. But hi, Ojika. Welcome back, Plumeria. I've just heard word from Erenville. It seems he's managed to secure passage to Tyrol, like Bill. Excuse me. Tyrol aboard a guild ship vessel. Why don't you wait in the main hall while I go to inform your travel companions? It should only take a moment. I mean, alright, bet. I love how that skirt lines up nicely in that center. Oh, look at her. I'm gonna be taking a lot of screenshots, by the way. I hope y'all are ready. She could give us the good news. We've made ready to set sail at a moment's notice. The only one yet to arrive is Arenville himself. If I do his voice, or hers for that matter, I'll probably sound racist. I'm not gonna do that. Ah, you're all here. It took some persuasion, but the Cleaners Guild ship has granted us places aboard a vessel bound for Tural. There will be other passengers, researchers and artisans and the like, so we'll need to share deck space. That's fine, Arenville. I doubt anyone expected we'd have a ship all to ourselves. They're not casting off just yet, so if you have any lingering concerns, now is the time to voice them. Wouldn't call it a concern, but everyone's still clear on what it is we'll be doing in Tural, yes? We've not forgotten. Nation of Tuliolal is in the midst of deciding its next ruler. As your chosen allies, we shall assist you during the rite of succession and support your bid to become Dawn Servant. In addition to that, Alphano and I have another objective. As part of its reconstruction, Garlemald seeks ways to reconcile and re-engage with its neighbors. By visiting Tural, we hope to learn more about how its myriad cultures interact with one another. Excuse me. How they find common ground, develop stronger ties, the sort of insights that might help our friends in Ilsebard. But we'll pursue this goal in our own time. You can be assured that we'll give the contest all due attention. That's all I ask. Otherwise, you're welcome to do as you like. Perfect. You wanted to find out about your grandfather, right, Crown? Yes, as far as we could determine from the old missive I found, he had been tasked with investigating the Golden City by your father, the Dawn Servant. Yet oddly enough, we have no record of that investigation in our archives, and nothing to explain the earring which accompanied the letter. Thus, for reasons both official and personal, I should very much like to get to the bottom of this mystery. I'm sure there'll be a chance to speak with Papa. You can get your answers right from the source. I look forward to meeting him. In any case, you're not the only one with an interest in the City of Gold. Golden City is a children's bedtime story. I'm part of this expedition only because the third promises commanded thy service guide. Sure, buddy. I love you. Still playing the part of the Stoic servant, I see. What have you? Don't you dare tell me you've changed your mind. Hoist sail and let the wind take us where she pleases. Well said, we won't get far wallowing in the shallows. Right then, if all are still committed to the journey, then I say we make ready to depart. It is so good to be back in 14 again. Like, the last time I streamed this game was my 19th birthday in 2020, before Endwalker came out. And it was a birthday celebration thing. And now I'm streaming it again, but this time because there's a new expansion. And God, I'm excited. Don't mind me tabbing out, by the way. Perhaps we should be on our way as well. Yeah, maybe so. Voiced scene. Pointing my index fingers together. Let me hide Graha 985 in the cutscene.
Savoring the moment, I can feel your excitement.
Yes,
Eagerness
the
to
music.
explore the unknown.
I'm not gonna lie, this has been one of my favorite expansion themes so far. It is just so good.
Well, for once, the fate of the world doesn't rest on our shoulders. We might even get a chance to enjoy.
Let me turn the game up a little bit, actually.
Do not be so quick to relax. Though Tural may seem but a short sail away on a map, the vast seas between brim with peril. The treacherous waters of Shade's Triangle alone have claimed countless vessels. Even following the safe route plotted by Admiral Bluefiswin herself. This will be no pleasure.
That's how you pronounce Merlwyb's last name. Fucking A. Is this the first time it's been spoken out loud? I think it is. That's wild. Anyway.
Perhaps, but my voyage here was uneventful enough. Disappointing me so.
I love her.
Either way, the two of you have first-hand experience, which will be of great comfort in the days ahead, I'm sure.
I was not expecting the cartoon sound effects. Sorry for peeking the mic. Oh my god.
All aboard! We're casting off!
It's time. I trust you have everything
Holy
you need.
shit.
And so does our ship cast off.
Thank you, Automod, for catching that. That's
We sail
spam
west,
bot as fuck.
as Cattenram did some 80 years past, bound for the New World, known to her children as the continent of Toral.
Oh my god, the same fucking message, but a different account? Holy shit.
Just wait, Papa. When this contest is said and done, it'll be your daughter who sits the throne. Me, Waklamat.
I love her. I love her energy. I would gut to the lesbian face cam right now if I had a face cam. Look at Plumeria. I love the goddamn drums. Those are so... Oh, that tangy bass. Oh, that's nice. That's nice.
Smooth sailing so far?
Aye, so far so good. But this sea, she's a fickle one. Calm one moment, blowing a gale the next.
Yeah.
I'll take my rest while I can then.
We left port what seems an age ago now, and we've seen naught but open water ahead. I knew Tural was far, but it's another thing to really know. Speaking of which, some of our fellow passengers have made this trip before. Several times, in fact. I was able to learn a few things about Tuliolal and the right of
Tuliolal.
succession.
Got it.
Since we still have a long way to go, why not have a chat with them yourself? I'm sure you have questions of your own.
Good idea. Screenshot sound effect.
Did you look
I can't
out
wait
across
till we
these
see
same waters?
Graha in one of these scenes and y'all will just get to hear 10,000 screenshot sounds. I'm normal about him, I promise. This is a lie, but I'm promising anyway. Fonjontain. Oh, this will be my first visit to Toral. Fonjontain is their name. I was working at Ashtem's Aesthetics in Oldor. You see, but my employment with them came to an end. That's why I visited Charlie, in hopes of starting over. While I was attempting and failing to find a new job, I seized the chance to board this vessel, and I overheard room for another passenger had suddenly opened up. I'm not doing a bad French accent for all of this, unfortunately. Told the Dawn servant welcomes all regardless of origin, and so Tuliolal seemed like the right place to begin anew. Hopefully things will be better this time. What did you do? What did you do? What does he know? I will run up. What you got? Deep breaths, deep breaths. Okay. Understandable. I see you in Eorzea before, you great and famous hero. God, I've had enough of playing the simpleton. There was a time when we took great pains to maintain the deception, but with more of you Eorzeans coming to Toral, it's become impractical. Huh? Besides, my mercenary days are over. Too many of our warband have fallen, so we head home to lick our wounds. I really like that detail, actually. That's something silly, but I like it. My story? Well, since you asked, I wanted to retrace the historic journey of the great... Hi, Vix! Yes, I'm trying to get back on it, and thank you for popping your head in, I appreciate it. Just gonna lurk for the view? Absolutely, absolutely. You can look up Plumeria. No, the first warrior isn't Eorzean to set foot on Toral almost 80 years ago. The Mamuljaw's leader is said to have welcomed Keternam with open arms, and sent him home with a bounty of silverware as a token of their friendship. But the real treasure was the crops he brought back, potatoes, tomatoes, and corn, which spread across Eorzea like wildfire. His grand adventure led to a culinary revolution. The tales say Keternam returned to Toral several times after that, but his ship vanished during his last recorded voyage, and he was never heard from again. That even a seasoned explorer like him could meet such an end is testimony to the ocean's power. Anyway, for people who are just here to look, have Plumeria. She's pretty. I like her. And she's gender. Adventurer, I presume. I'm a merchant myself, based in Noldor, specialty imports and exports, Eorzea and Toroli both. If this is your first crossing the salt, as they say, do remember that the social mores of Eorzea are not necessarily the same as those over yonder. Consider this. It is not uncommon for the various races to be referred to instead by the names of certain clans. For the Mikote, the Hetzoro, the Hrothgar, the Zabrail, or the Zabral. Not because every member of a given clan is the same race, mind, but because many individuals of said race are associated with that clan. A fair assumption in certain cases, but take care not to give offense. Alright. I also know. So this vessel's been equipped with a barrier generator protected from storms. there'll be no need for it. Me too, buddy. Did you want to make a wager? We're taking bets on who'll be sat next in the Dawn Servant's shiny jar. There are 4 claimants in the rightless succession, your young Wook Lamont being one of them, of course. But from what a Muammar bloke was telling us, the other 3 are all strong contenders. Not too many keen to risk their coin on the 3rd promise. Alright. Something about just going below deck being back to old Charlene is really funny to me. Let me just go downstairs and oops, I'm back in Greece. Kill anything of interest? No. We're fucked. Hadn't heard about the clan. We'd have Wook Lamont and Aaronville tell us about the ones we should know. Actually, it's getting a little chilly up here on deck. Let's all gather in the cabin. Good idea. Okay, never mind. It was another cutscene. I didn't need to pull Grubhub back up. Though I should show the full image at some point.
We're in for a proper storm, it seems.
Oh, she looks spooked.
How's your stomach? Any better?
I don't know what you mean. I don't get seasick.
I love her so much.
I'm just feeling a little nauseous is all.
Isn't that what seasickness is?
Aaronville, you were born in Tyrol, yes? Do many of you ever live there?
The Shatona, as my people are called, have settlements mainly in the north, in Shaptural.
And your family?
I know nothing of my father, not even his name. As for my mother...
Fucking barrel.
Oh dear.
Don't mind me taking screenshots. I need to have pictures of the pretty girl. Oh fuck.
Come, we should lend what aid we can.
Come.
I have not seen the ocean rage with such fury before or since. The heaving waves tossed our ship about like a toy, sending sailors tumbling. The dauntless Alizé, quick to the rescue, was almost lost to the sea herself. Meanwhile, our champion rushed to deploy the vessel's magical defenses, and thereby shield us from the lightning. What an extraordinary life she must lead to be able to operate such a device with practiced ease.
I've got my finger on the button.
Too threw herself into the rescue efforts, though one might have mistaken her for another soul in distress.
Oh, I love her. She's very quickly becoming a favorite, I'm not gonna lie.
By the time the unruly seas had calmed, our strength was all but spent, and we had yet to even glimpse the shores of Tural. In retrospect, of course, that battle against the storm would prove a fitting prelude to the coming contest for the throne.
Oh boy. It's gonna... Don't mind me.
Morning. Joining us for some fresh air?
I'm a heavy sleeper, what can I say?
Seems my belly has settled along with the weather, but I'll feel much better once we're on solid ground. Ugh. Can't be much farther now, can it?
Actually, it can be very far. It's blue-footed boobies.
Land must be near. You need only hold out a while longer.
For a dark moment, I thought the ocean might swallow us. Glad to have my pessimism proven wrong.
In other good news, I examined the sailor who took a fall, and he's faring well. I'm sure he'll make a full recovery.
Hell yeah.
Good news indeed. If all's well, then we needn't delay in launching the landing boat. Ships have to lower anchors some way from shore. Too close, and they risk having their underbellies ripped open by the reefs that crowd Tuliola's coasts. Come.
Thanks for bringing us all this way.
Ha! We only did what we were paid to do. Couldn't hardly set you adrift halfway. If anything, it should be us thanking you for helping us through that beast of a storm. As a matter of fact, everyone's starting to fancy your chances in the contest. At this rate, we won't be able to lay wagers no more.
Then I better not let you down. Easy, stomach. Easy.
I'm loving how light this expansion is feeling so far. Like, it's not... Like, I'm not saying it feels like it's gonna be content light, but just, like, light and airy. Like taking a bite of popcorn, you know? Is gonna be refreshing. It's gonna be summery. It's gonna be not dealing with the fate of the world every 4 seconds. I think think I got it right as she blinked on that first one. Whoopsies.
Blue seas, clear skies, and boundless possibilities. I dare say our destination will soon be in sight.
It's the trailer line.
Enjoying yourself for a change?
Yes. Yes, I am. Oh, she looks so good. I'm so happy. Honestly.
Behold the scene of our next great adventure.
Oh, her hair is
Last,
pretty. I
we
love
have
it.
Come to the land you call the New World. To my home, Tural.
Fuck yeah. Oh, I love this jazzy oh, this is so good. This is so good. Oh my god. Oh, I fucking love jazz themes so much, y'all have no idea.
Gods, I've seen cities with an impressive mix of cultures, but this is something else.
Girl, tell me about it.
Is that a... No. I've never seen Vanu feathers in that color before.
You'll find much here you never knew existed. There may be a sea route now, but visitors to Tulihyolal are still few and far between. And as we don't build seafaring ships, only a handful of Turali ever venture abroad.
Mamulja sellswords mostly. Those willing to play the fool sail with Lominsan merchants to secure employment in Eorzea.
I suppose that makes us a rare sight in your country.
Rare and currently undocumented. Were there some forms we should fill out or...
Forms? Did you forget who you're traveling with?
Guests of the princess, baby. We ain't gotta sign shit.
You are outsiders? Visitors to Tural?
We are.
Our nation is soon to hold a right of succession to choose its next dawn servant. We will not abide interference from foreign agents seeking to foment trouble. What brings you to Tulihyolal?
I can answer that. These fine people are allies in my succession bid.
Third promise. If you vouch for them, then all is well. Of course.
Please, accept our apologies.
Oh my god, the attention.
No need to bow and scrape.
The laugh on that
And our
line.
soldiers
Oh,
are
I
so
love
diligent in their
that.
duties fills me with pride.
Her VA,
We'll be continuing our
give her a
patrol then.
medal. Please. Or... yeah, give him a medal.
Well, well. You really are a figure of authority here.
Are you suggesting I don't look the part? Anyway, first things first.
Y'all can't see it right now, but I have a big fucking grin on my face right now.
I bid you welcome to Tulihyolal.
Thank you. This is such a fucking delight. Arrived in Tulihyolal. You can return to the city anytime by speaking with a swarthy sailor in Scholar's Harbor in Old Charland. Cool. I should probably, Right then, first things first. Still a bit queasy. No more boats for a while. Realize we've just arrived, but we should get you familiar with the city before the rite of succession begins. Arguments here I should very much like to explore. Then I'll guide you. Sure, in any condition to do so? She'll be fine. Let me get... Actually, I'm just gonna... Boop. Followers? Uklamatra you on well? No, not at all. Couldn't be better. Third promise does not get seasick. No, sir. As for my hand-picked entourage here, I've recruited them to help me win the rite of succession. I was about to show them around the city, in fact. Sounds lovely. Oh, she's pretty. She's cute. Okay, I like male Hrothgar. I like how they look. I do not like the facial hair on them. It looks weird to me. But a group of foreigners is going to attract attention, especially if they're in the company of the Third Promise. Everyone will be curious. We certainly were. Your siblings have a tendency to command a respectful distance, but you're just so easy to approach. That's a very good thing in a leader. I enjoy it so much when you do. Please don't ever worry that you're bothered me. You're very kind. Good day to you, Third Promise. They did have a point. Uklamata is technically royalty here. Like it or not, a person of her station surrounded by this many outsiders is bound to draw a crowd. What do you mean, technically? Suggest we move in 2 groups so as to attract less attention. Probably a good idea. Just technically ignoring me then. Plumeria, you and Krile can come with me. Alright, bet. Get in touch once we've had a good look around. Voyage was hard on all of us, so let's take it slow and recuperate. We have time enough for that. That we do. Enjoy your wanderings. I will. Thank you, Erenville. Perhaps we should wait a bit, at least until Wiklamat's nausea subsides. No need for that. Look, I'm ready to go. Ugh. Let me pull that back up. Let me get a position just right. There we go. Such a fucking... It's such a goofy thing, but like... Fine now, really. Can't stand around all day feeling sorry for myself with the contest looming and all. Now then, since we're already here, I might as well tell you about the harbor. Erinville already mentioned the reefs in our coastal waters, which explains why you don't see any big ships moored at the docks. Only vessels with shallow drafts can navigate the bay, mostly small fishing boats or barges ferrying cargo up and down the rivers from inland settlements. Much of the incoming traffic is from the Octoral, the southern landmass. The clans there produce various goods for export. Their wares are unloaded here and carted off to the merchant stalls in the neighboring markets. Speaking of which, Bayside Bevy should be our next stop. Cool. Follow me. Yes, I know. I know how to use these. Thank you. I had to go through several of them to get here. Newbie. Oh, there are some phenomenal names I'm seeing. This is Bayside Bevy, Tuliola's largest marketplace. Being right on the harbor, everything from fresh fish to imported wares go directly to the shelves. Anything you want, they most likely have. Alright, I should mention that here in Tuliolal we buy things with Pel, a currency that the Pelu created. Don't worry, more and more trade is coming in from Eorzea, so most shops are happy to accept your gil. There's also Watu Meki Meki, another market to the east of here, but that you can wait for another time. I have other places I want to show you first. Next we'll head back a bit, then northwards up the stairs to a certain plaza. I can't wait to see the look on your faces. Okay, alright. Obligatory. Let me attune. Oh, I love that drum line. It's bouncy. It's delightful. What do you think of that, eh? It's fucking pretty. Goodness me, you have Aetherites in Tuliolal? I think I told you before, but my brother Koana spent 3 years studying in Charlian. I am in love with this music. He fell in love with the nation and its ways and brought back to us with the knowledge of Aetherite construction. Papa wanted to the idea at once. He had one built immediately. Did you do the attuning thing? If you're ready to continue, we'll head down again and up the slope to the right. Right at the top is the gate which leads to Zaktoral. Let's make a stop at Bright Plume Post on the way, though. That's the headquarters for the Lance Guard. Okay. I love the sense of scale here, also. Like, this shit's big. What do they have to say about this landing spot? We have a lot of narrow, winding streets that crawl up the sides of the mountain. As you can see, the builders made sure the city's main thoroughfares were wide enough to accommodate wagons. Trudging up and down all these slopes and stairs is exhausting. I understand now where Luklamat gets her endless endurance. Endless, you say? That was a bad joke. Anyway. I'm fucking bopping to this goddamn music. This is so good. miss any of the Ethernet shards so far, based on where I've been? Not really. Okay. That is a small relief. But also, hold on. Holy shit. Like, I know it's a full-ass city-state, but like, goddamn, it is huge here. Here we are, Bright Plume Post. The soldiers stationed here are responsible for defending Tuliolal and preserving the peace. Lanskar are led by our nation's strongest warrior, and so naturally, Papa has commended them since the beginning. At least until 3 years ago, when Zoral Jah took over as commander. The title is no empty honor, it means the first promise is considered equal to the Dawn Servant in martial strength. Meanwhile, I haven't even managed to... Hey now. Well, I'll discuss my brothers and their accomplishments later. Alphando and Alize should be around to hear it too. Come on, it's time I showed you to the Sky Gate. It's right at the northern end of the Talon March. Oh, okay. It's just up that way. I'm gonna get lost a lot. Boop. Massive, isn't it? And on the other side is an equally massive bridge to match. Both were constructed by a race of giants, the Yakui. Strictly speaking, Tural is actually two separate continents, Yog-Tural, the southern lands of the mother, and Zog-Tural, the northern lands of the father, which lie beyond the bridge. Legends say it used to be one great landmass, but long, long ago, the two gods fought a titanic battle, and when one threw the other to the ground, the impact was so devastating as to split the continent in twain. A familiar sounding tale, I'm put in mind of the conflict between Heidel and Zodiac. But getting back to Zog-Tural, those lands are also part of the Tulial nation, correct? That's right, isn't my father incredible? He united the peoples of two continents into a single nation. The many clans of Tural had been at war for generations. It was only when Papa traveled the lands and put a stop to their myriad conflicts that we finally had peace. And that's the main reason I want to win the throne, so I can preserve the peace he built. But I see you're more interested in what's behind the gate than hearing about my aspirations. Crossing the bridge to Zog-Tural requires a special travel pass. Unfortunately, they won't issue any new permits until the rite of succession is over. I promise to get you one when I'm done, servant, but until then, you'll just have to wait. That's okay. I'll make sure you win. Mark my words. You really mean that? Woe to anyone who stands between you and adventure. We must have covered half the city by now. Tuliolal is unlike any other place I've visited. I'm thoroughly enjoying myself. Let's see what's in here. It's worse than what I've got right now. I know that much for certain, but like... Where the fuck did that go? Try on. Ooh! Oh, I love that cover design. That's pretty. It's nice. I'm probably not going to use it, but it does look good. And it's got 2 die slots, which is very nice. Hell yeah. We'll head west next, towards the Arch of the Dawn. The dirigible landing is on the way. You have dirigibles too. Tuliolal certainly doesn't want for methods of travel. We get by. Now, if you've seen enough of this area, let me know and we'll continue on. Yeah, let's roll. The Arch of the Dawn is on the other side of the city, so speak up if you see something that interests you as we walk. Okay. So I know how these shits work. Thank you. City of Stairs is a very good name for this quest. Oh, whoops. I forgot. I am just excited as all. I'm struggling to conceive how one could construct an entire city on the side of a mountain. This was originally the site of the Akui Temple. Giants built it when they were first making the bridge to Zoctoral to appease the god who slumbers in the Great Ocean Trench. After the Akui withdrew, the temple stood empty for centuries, so when Papa was establishing his new nation, he saw a structure he could refurbish into a palace, sitting practically in the center of Tural. He gathered artisans to do the work, and the houses they built for themselves became the foundation of the city you see today. Speaking of houses, we'll be passing through the Resplendent Quarter, the biggest residential district in Tuliolal. We can climb these sets of stairs here, all the way up. Am I going all the way up? I am going all the way up. There's no way I'm not. Oh, this is gonna be a prime G-pose spot. You just know it. The lighting's good, the background's good. The background. That's a word that I just said. It was a soft G for background. Let's go with that. Discuss the palace. Papa's palace is called Volak Shunsa, which roughly translates to Invincible Resilience. You probably want to take a closer look, but we'll be coming back here later. Let's move on for now. Okay. What do you have to say about the palace? The sheer scale of this place is incredible. I wonder what that carving at the top represents. It's pretty. That's what it is. I still love this theme so much. My god. Alright, Crow. So this is the Resplendent Quarter. What manner of people live here? Oh, we have residents from all the Yuktural clans. Mamulja, Zabral, Pelu Pelu, Moblin, hello, Hanu Hanu. We also have Tanawata, Hetsaro, and Shitona who moved south from their ancestral lands in Zoctural. In essence, it's a gathering of people from every corner of Tural. True representation of Tuliolal's diverse character. The adornments on each building contribute to the eclectic cultural aesthetic. It's also beautiful. Kryl, you sound so white, and I say this as a white woman, but like, calm down. I'm glad you think so. Come, we continue down the stairs. It's like, oh, it's very multicultural in here. Like, that's... I don't like that. Discuss the huge drum? Ah, I see. That big drum there is called the DAWNTRAIL. They play it for formal occasions, like when honoring the Lance Guard's return from a dangerous duty. I tried hitting it with my axe once and ripped the skin. Earned me a proper scolding, let me tell you. I think that was the time Papa held me upside down by the ankle. Honestly, that's a mood. Citrine Feline Deep Lore chat, I once broke a drum set by throwing a thing of blocks through it. In real. I was excited for something and I just flung whatever I had in my hands backwards and it broke the kick drum. And I still think about it. get registered there. God, I am fucking loving this expansion already. I am like 2 quests deep, but fuck. Here. And here are dirigibles. Not bad, eh? I hear other nations use airships to sail the skies, but you'll only find the balloons in Tuliolum. We have them for the exact same reason as the Etherites. Konna brought back plans from Charlian, and Papa thought them fantastic and commissioned their construction. This was around 3 years ago. Since that time, we've added flights to other settlements. Trade with frontier communities has never been easier. But that's enough about the rituals. The Arch of the Dawn awaits. That it does, but also there's a shard in here and I want to get it. That's sax. Like, Jesus Christ. I don't think they've gone this hard on a city-state theme yet. But I'm fucking here for it. Alright, Luke Lamont, what you got for me? This is it, the Arch of the Dawn. When the Giants were still here, it was known as the Octoral Landgate, but when Papa founded Tuliolal, everyone began using its present name in honor of his great achievement. Through this gate is Kozama Uka, the wetlands south of the city. Depending on what the right of succession asks of us, we might end up going in that direction. Kozama Uka, the name alone is intriguing. Speaking of which, what are those fluffy animals we passed earlier? They're cute as fuck. Look, those are alpacas, fearsome four-legged fiends. Fiends? Fearsome? They seem quite blessed to me. I guess the wrong word. You'll learn soon enough, Kyle. You'll learn soon enough. But forget the alpacas. I have something far more important to show you. Come along. Well. If you wish to learn the history of Tuliolal, then look no further. Those stone pillars, you mean? What is special about these pillars, if I may ask? At a glance, they might look like ordinary stone decorations, but if you take a really good look, you'll see they're something much more interesting. Following event cannot be skipped. Okay. Let me take a look. It's just like the poneglyph from One Piece. Pictures. Wait, no, these are glyphs. They seem to tell a series of stories, many of them featuring a two-headed Mamulja. Oh, then this must be... That's right, it follows the exploits of my father, Galul Jaja, and his journey to unite our lands. We call it the Tuliolal Saga. The deeds he performed and the bonds he forged, all immortalized in stone. There's no better way to learn how Tuliolal came to be. Study them as long as you like. Pillar tells the lay of the Brotherhood. It depicts the scene where Papa granted an audience to the foreign explorer Ket something. I can never remember the name. Neither can I, it's okay. You mean Ketenram? Ah, that's the one. Ketenram's arrival in Tural is what prompted Papa to embark on his own journey. Heterosexual's arrival in Tural is what prompted Papa to embark on his journey. He had said the two grew to be close friends, brothers in spirit, if not in blood. But no one knows what became of the explorer in later years. Ketenram's disappearance is a mystery in Eorzea as well. The records say he travelled between our lands and yours for a while, but then it's assumed he was lost at sea. I should probably hide Graha 985. Whoops. Okay, I did not mean to click on you, but it's okay. Lay of Reeds. Here we have the Lay of Reeds. This is the story when Papa visited the Hanu Hanu in their village at Kozamauka. Ah, the people Alphino mistook for Vanu Vanu, if not for the colourful plumage. He spent a fair bit of time among the Vanu in the Sea of Clouds, so it's no surprise he took an interest in your countrymen. I've also spent a lot of time with the Vanu Vanu. I have them allied. I don't know how it is with your Vanu, but our Hanu are a bright and cheerful sort. They hold this one festival every year, very famous and a lot of fun. Alright, Lay of Repast. This one recounts the Lay of Repast. As you can probably tell, the figure depicted here is of the Zibral, like me. For decades, the Zibral and the Maulja were at war for control of the forest of Yaktel. The actions Papa took then, that conflict, have since been hailed as the first steps as the founding of Tuliolal. There's a clan of Hrothgar and Bosnia known as Hellions. In the society, the women rule as queens and the men serve as devoted subjects. Yet here in Tural, Zibral men and women appear to be of equal status. How dramatically culture can vary with location. White woman. That was a nothing sentence. Let's see. This one is called The Lay of Pots, which depicts the moblins of Kozamauka. They might wear odd masks and sound weirdly muffled when they talk, but the gold and silver work they sell is the best you'll find anywhere. Moblin goods are the standard when it comes to gift giving. Clearly the Vanu aren't the only people with distant Trolley counterparts. Yeah. If you're done with the first half, we can move on to the second. Yeah, let's do it. Let's do it. Let's do the Lay of Gold. The Lay of Gold. This pillar shows one of the Pelu Pelu whose homeland is in Urkopacha. Having created our currency, the Pelu are rightfully known as the Merchant Clan. They oversee Tuliolal's markets, and their traveling peddlers are a common sight no matter where you go in Tural. Don't let their size fool you. They might be mistaken as children, but beneath those beaked masks they are clever and calculating traders. This calm melody is also really pleasant. I am commenting a lot on the music, which is perhaps something new for my 14 experiences. Because, like, normally there are only, like, a few select tracks that make me go, like, oh, damn. And now it's, like, every time I hear a new song, I'm like, holy shit. Oh, this one is my favorite. The Lay of Ice. It depicts the battle with the legendary Tural Vidral, Valley Garmanda. I should explain. A Tural Vidral is a creature that has lived far beyond its usual lifespan and awakened the preternatural power. Totaro described the Far Eastern auspices in a similar fashion. Could this be the same phenomenon? Valley Garmonda itself was dubbed the Sky Ruin, a name earned for the destruction and terror it visited upon Toral every time it stirred from its slumber. But 80 years or so ago, its ruinous reign was brought to an end. After a great struggle, Papa and his comrades managed to overcome the raging Vitral and sealed it away in the Urkopatra Mountains. Despite its reputation, however, Valley Garmonda is also a symbol of power. That's why you'll see its likeness on Tuliyolal's national emblem and adorning the banners at the palace. Neat. Proof. Ah, the Lay of Proof. That big fellow is the Yakui, the largest of Toral's peoples. These giants once used their great size and strength to establish a dominion encompassing all of Yok-Toral. Having brought the southern reaches to heel, they then turned northwards, setting their sights on Zak-Toral. You'll recall that massive bridge they built beyond the Skygate. Sometime after launching their northern campaign, however, they just gave up. They abandoned the lands they'd conquered and withdrew into the mountains of Urkopatra. I've never seen any of their kind so much as set foot in the city. This was a people with the power and resourcefulness to raise a temple on a mountaintop and build a bridge across the sea with stone. What would move them to renounce their ambitions and their place in Torali history? Good question. That'll probably be something we find out later, maybe. Oh, this one is unmarked. Papa says he left a blank pillar for the next chapter of Tuliyolal's history, whatever that might be. I got a feeling that she's gonna be on it. Had your fill of history then? Yes, thank you. Glad to hear it. You know, I feel awfully hungry all of a sudden, but no surprise there, seeing I couldn't keep anything down for a while. But now I think I'm ready to eat again. So let's go and have ourselves a bite. Oh, I clicked too fast. I like the sound of that. Sorry for cutting you off, Miss Lamont. I promise I won't do it again, unless my finger slipped or something. Can y'all tell I'm simping just a normal amount? Boop. Ooh. I am hungry. Oh, hey! It's my buddy. Have you ever had tacos that are totally all classic? You bake a crunchy shell made from corn flour and fill it with meat and salad. A lot of shops and stalls sell them, but I like how they're made here at Shbalyav Tyai best. And I need one right in front of me right now. Let's head downstairs and place an order with old Brook Evo. Stairs. Okay. Chat, I'm gonna order food in a minute here. You know what? Yeah, I'm gonna open shit now.
Brook Evo!
But first.
My companions must sample your heavenly tacos. One for each of us, please.
Oh, I love her. I'm normal about her. I would be doing the lesbian face cam again, but alas, no face cam.
Right away, promise. And I'll pack them tight with my choicest feelings. Only the best for you and your friends.
What the fuck am I hungry for? Burgerville could be good. Dave's could be good. Popeye's could be good. Wendy's could be good. Sorry. I'm sounding like a corporate shill right now.
Did you hear the Silver Scales are back? Seems their overseas foray ended in disaster. More than half their warband is missing, including their leader.
And now keen to rebuild their broken reputations, the survivors seek the Golden City. A fool's errand. How many hopefuls have disappeared in search of that fable? They should count their lucky stars they came home alive at all.
The legend of the Golden City is well known here, I take it.
It is, but as no one's ever seen it, many question if there is any truth to the tale. Like our skeptical Erinville.
I wouldn't call him skeptical. He wants to believe. He is a Fox Mulder in all this.
I can't imagine the Dawn Servant would request a formal survey for a place that doesn't exist.
Now to find a spot with a pleasant view to enjoy our crunchy spoils.
Oh.
Oh.
Oh, you motherfucker.
Oh.
Oh, that voice line was cute though. Oh my god. Oh.
If it isn't the third promise.
Oh. No.
My fucking tacos, you bitch. Alright, let's fuck him up.
I don't know these ones. New salt.
Dredge from foreign waters is my guess, brother.
Of course, that's it. Uklamat is so afraid of the coming contest that she went crying for special help.
No, I'm just regular help.
Is there something you wanted, Bakul Jaja?
Bakul Shasha.
The third promise remembers us.
The mighty.
Such an honor. Glory on your name, brother. And on yours, brother.
I know my rivals for the throne. Nothing more.
Another child of the Dawn Servant?
No, this brute.
We have no ties to their farce of a family.
Don't be rude.
Unlike the sneevling housecut, we are blessed siblings, the elevated chosen. We alone are fit to succeed Golul Jaja as Dawn Servant.
Oops. I have one more place I can post. Hold on. Go to promo here, but live RN.
All peoples are equal in Tulihiola. Your heritage gives you no greater claim to the throne.
Definitely an interesting take for this fucker to have.
Here and now. See if your strength is equal to ours.
How about you test my strength? I'll fucking kill you.
None of this has any bearing on the right of succession, correct? Best not waste your energies
start blasting.
on pointless scuffles.
bitch.
The kitten comes to the house cat's defense. Pathetic. Since when was our nation overrun by mewling weaklings?
Decline to
Listen
comment.
me, you.
Look, Gary, there I Are fucking tacos.
A two-headed mamulja. I knew of them, but that's the first I've seen in the flesh.
I don't care about the two heads. I care about my fucking tacos, Kryle.
Some get it into their twin heads that they're destined to follow in my father's footsteps. So they travel to distant lands to hone their battlecraft. Those are likely the ones you've heard about.
Are there other two-headed claimants?
No, just Bakul Jaja. Even in Tural, his kind are far from common. The Mamulja people largely belong to one of three clans. The Hubigo, the
That was
Bunewa,
damn good.
and the Dopro.
Dobro. The GoPro.
Every once in a great while, a two-headed offspring is born from a union between the brown-scaled Hubigo and the blue-scaled Bunewa. The child grows to possess immense strength, both physical and magical.
Interesting. Okay.
Blessed siblings indeed.
Mm-hmm.
Forget them. Let's go and buy more tacos. I can think of nothing better to rid me of this bad taste in my mouth.
True.
Enjoying your tour of the city, I trust. We've seen our share of notable sights and took a moment to rest. As such, we're ready to present ourselves at the palace for the rite of succession. Shall we meet you there?
The palace it is. I'll let Wooklamart know.
Damn.
Destiny calls. Perhaps
No,
we can return
homegirl
for
is
more
hungry.
tacos later?
We get her the tacos now. Fuck. No.
So it goes.
Damn. Tragic. Truly tragic. Okay. I was looking forward to trying some authentic Tuliolal cuisine, but we should hurry and join Alphino and the others at the palace. Alright, it's a bit of a climb to the top, but you can head up from the resplendent court or even the eastern side of Telemarch if you prefer. Now that you have an idea of how the city is laid out, I'll let you find your own way to Volokshunsa. Ah, my poor empty belly. Yeah. Girlie should not be doing a ceremony on an empty stomach, for real, for real. Fuck that. I'm just gonna grab the shards that are near me while I'm, you know, here. Oops. I think I have, like, just that one left. Or no, I've got at least two. I've got two. Yeah. I'm gonna go and grab that last one, and then let's go to the palace. I forgot to put Graha back up. Whoopsies. Pinch tightly. Oh, that sword looks cool. Oop. I could jump. Alas, I am a white girl. I am the weekend white girl. Yeah, let's just go as close as we can. But again, the view. Holy fuck, the view. And Thar be the last one. Who's texting me? God, this is stunning as fuck. You made it. Good, then we're all here. Then we're all here. I'm still hungry enough to eat the whole roasted colibri, but the contest won't wait for us forever. You're damn right it won't. Once we dare unveil, several cutscenes will play in sequence. Yeah, that's fine. Go ahead. I've acquainted the twins with the city as best I could in a short time. Their unbridled enthusiasm made it rather difficult, invariably. Something would catch their eye, spurring them to run down an alley to investigate. 'Twas like herding a pair of unruly corals. Hey, I understand all too well. Charlene had the same effect on me. Right then, now it's time we saw the inside of the palace. Papa will want to know I'm home and meet the allies I've chosen. Given how impulsive he is, though, there's no telling what we might be in for. Alright, several cutscenes playing in sequence. Let's rock. Voice, please, so I can give my voice a rest. Pointing my index fingers together. Hi, Justinian!
Justinian? When did he get here?
What's the point? Why is he here?
That's what I'm saying.
Oh, you know this man?
Know him.
Whenever
seen
my
him
father
half
spots
naked.
a promising opponent, he invites them to Sunperch to duel. Pressing duties or no, he can't resist a good fight.
So the one Estinian is crossing blades with.
That he's keeping pace is really impressive. God damn. Oops.
That will do, Spearman. I will receive my darling daughter.
I like his voice. What the fuck? What the fuck?
Know that you are the strongest I fought in many a moon, if not longer. It is the privilege of a life long lived to face such a formidable soul.
Hell yeah.
If it's formidable you want, then look no further than that woman there.
That's me. Hi.
I see you, warrior.
I'm a summoner, actually. Oops. I keep getting the screenshots right at like the worst possible transition timings.
Visit Tyrrell.
I've seen what lies east. This time I chose west.
God. I'm normal about
Did our
Estinian.
itinerant dragoon make his travel plans?
I know I have like the meme with the fucking pansec or the fucking lesbian flag for my fucking over my camera. I am a pansexual disaster. I love Estonian.
You witnessed our bout. If you thought he was fearsome,
And Graha is my
one
husband.
head dozing.
I'm not sure I understand.
The old man has been feeling his years. The uncovered side is the head of resolve, and age has only deepened his love for combat. But the head of reason, wiser of the two, sleeps more and more these days. As I understand it, the veil helps with the restoration of
So-
his magical energies.
It's a very Dark Souls ass veil, and I kind of fuck with it.
I want to hear of your adventures.
Amati. That's that's a term of endearment if ever I've heard one.
A term of endearment. It's what my family calls me.
What can I say?
When last did we see you in the palace? Greetings, Solanash.
It's Erenville now, don't servant.
Don't stand near me, sir.
I took the name while abroad, and have since grown accustomed to it.
See, he took the name as abroad.
And these others? I assume are Lamati's recruited allies.
Something like that. Whoops. I did the thing again.
Yet as much as I enjoy testing their metal, the hour of the right is at hand. I will summon the other claimants at once.
Then I shall leave you to it. Good fortune, my friends.
Thank you, Estinian. See you later. Kiss me. What? Green Tia.
The claimants are assembled. The first promise, Zorolja. The second promise, Ona.
He looks like he's going to cause problems on purpose, and I'm here for it.
The third promise, Uklamat.
And the fourth, the other guy.
And lastly, the chosen of Mamuk, Bakun Chacha. You four will compete in the right of succession, the outcome of which will decide who takes my place as Dawn Serpent. I am not the man I once was. My wiser half sleeps the days away. And it is time I yield my position. But mine is a torch that has never been passed. Tuliola is young. And so I look to the always for inspiration. The right of succession. The means by which the autarch of Mamuk was chosen. Only the two-headed were deemed fit for this contest. But the Tuliola I built is a nation of many peoples. Our leader needn't have two heads, nor be a Mamucha at all. So I gave the right of claimant.
Oh, you're a machinist. You've got a gun.
I sired, but to my adopted children as well. Yet the opportunity to
I don't know how I didn't notice that until now, but like...
That is why a recent tournament offered a place in the contest as the winning prize.
Now you have us to compete against.
I see.
Though it seems the one-head was already too afraid to face us in the tournament.
Our brother was in Shock Tural leading the Landsguard on a campaign to eradicate a Tural Vidral.
Oh, I love your voice. Hello. Hello, sir. Goddamn.
Anyone with sense would know he was too busy for games.
Oh. Goddamn.
The nature of the contest itself.
I do also really like, you know,
To triumph in the right of succession.
Google's voice.
And thereby claim our nation's throne, you must travel the lands of Yoctural. And find the city of gold.
Ooh, okay. I bet someone's gonna laugh.
If I may, Father.
Speak, Kona.
The Golden City is an ancient Turali legend, but after so many failed attempts to find it, the story has become more fairy tale than fact. If you would charge us with such a quest, are we then to assume you have proof of the city's existence?
Are you for us proof, my unbroken word? For I have seen it with my own 4 eyes.
Oh?
The city's real. All those years.
Oh, he looks ecstatic.
This was before
He's
the
fucking...
founding of Tuliobal.
He's losing
I
it.
traveled the lands of Tural with my companions. And we ended our journey at the gates to the Golden City. I need to have you do the same. But in order to achieve victory proper, you
break the
need
seal,
to break
I
the seal
believe.
I put in place.
Okay, alright.
Bring them.
We gave my non-binary friend the key to the city. You must bring them. The slab.
The Tuliyola saga.
You will retrace the path I walked to unite our peoples, step by step. Along the way, 7 chosen electors will be waiting to measure your worth.
Oof. Neck stiff.
Earn their keystones by performing the feats they ask of you.
Okay.
Once you've defeated each of the 7 tablets with the keystone, you'll have the key to unlock the seal on the Golden City's gates.
Okay, alright, alright. The
So
fuck
the
do you mean by
contest is
that?
in stages, none of which can be skipped by rushing to the ultimate objective.
Exactly. Exciting, isn't it?
I wanted to practice my backwards long jumps, but these
Martial
work still.
tournaments, hunting festival. You do so love your contests, Papa.
Were I a few years younger, I would have joined in myself, giving you a proper challenge. You may think the ride is tedious or nonsensical, or both, but I am yielding our nation's throne.
He does make a good
This
point.
final indulgence.
A waste of time. Just name Bakunja just successor and be done with it.
The rite of cessation begins now. I'll be watching your progress with great interest. And Clemens, remember to collect your tablets before you leave.
You got it, boss. Oh.
You are one of Lamachi's allies. Speak freely.
I am Kryl Baldessian, representative of the students of Baldessian. My name is perhaps familiar to you?
Ah.
It would seem you sent this letter to my orders some years ago. The ink has since faded and much of the writing is illegible. Even so, we managed to determine the essence of it. A request to investigate the Golden City, addressed to my grandfather, Galuf.
The Galuf.
Included with the correspondence was this earring. A fairy tale and a piece of jewelry were enough to convince my grandfather to sail halfway across the world. So there is surely some greater mystery at work here. On behalf of the students, I've come to seek clarification on the matter. Have you any knowledge you might share with me?
No, not at this time. I have tasked the claimants with finding the Golden City. To fulfill your request would afford one of them an unfair advantage in the right of succession.
Yeah, that is a fair point.
But once the contest is decided, I plan to entrust the entire truth to my successor. If you want to hear it, then you had best help Lamachi win.
You fucking know I will.
Very well, Dawn Servant. On my honor as a student of Baldessian, I will find your Golden City. Thank you for hearing my petition.
This game is so fucking pretty right now. Like, before you had to pretty it up with like mods and shaders and shit. Right now it just looks fucking stunning.
How about that?
Authentically.
She's grown into a remarkable young woman. You should be proud, Galuf.
I like to imagine she just turns around like, what did you say? It's very echoey in here. I can hear you just fine. Lots of people here. I have my finger on the button
now, I suppose. But are you sure you wish to be part of this? Our third promise is not wont to take no for an answer. Though you may have agreed to help, I worry that you were swept up in her relentless enthusiasm. Or perhaps you've been lured by the glory of the Golden City. Either way, this contest for the throne will place you and yours at the heart of political turmoil. If you are second-guessing your decision, tell me now. This may be my last chance to help you withdraw.
Oh? There he is!
Life is a series of journeys, my friend. And there's no telling what awaits us on. But what's important is
Husband.
to be true to yourself as you walk.
Chat, don't clip that.
Only then can we hope to be content when we arrive at the end of one and step forward into another.
I've made my decision and I mean to see it through. See it through.
Is that so?
Yes. What did I just fucking say?
I will speak no more of it then. As for my own involvement, I can no longer conduct myself as a mere guide, I think. Not after the Dawn Servant's revelation.
Such a fearsome name. Make no mistake, There goes Tuliola's mightiest warrior.
First promise. Our village needs aid. The cold weather stunts our crops, and the children of our village go hungry.
He sounds like a movie announcer.
Once you ascend the throne,
Once you ascend the throne,
grant my people new
it's
lands,
very like
please.
Adam West. Grant my people new lands, please.
Take heart, tiller of the soil. The Resilion son, blood heir to the Dawn Servant, has heard your pleas.
Soralja, the first promise and commander of the landscape. Soralja, the palaceer. As he was so careful to remind the crowd, Soralja is indeed the natural child of Gulul Jaja.
And Resilient Son, is that another title, like the first promise?
After a fashion. Common knowledge has it that two-headed Mamulja cannot sire children. Yet Soralja was born all the same, with the head of Resolve's features and the head of Reason's scales. An extraordinary example of life's unyielding resilience.
I see, I see.
And a warrior's reticence. He says little, but the way he moves... I know a hardened soldier when I see one.
He's a natural swordsman, a gift he inherited from his father. Some even say that the son has already surpassed the sire. Should he come to power, the first promise means to employ that martial prowess in the conquest of foreign lands. For this, he and his supporters have been labeled expansionists.
I don't like the sound of that.
This puts him in direct opposition to Wuklamat, who advocates for the preservation of peace. You may recall that she spoke of a claimant who cannot be allowed to rule. That is Soralja, the warmonger.
I don't like how pronounced his philtrum is. That's something that I'm noticing and I'm not going to be able to notice.
Cryon, are you alright?
The echo. It gave me a glimpse into Zoralja's ambitions.
And not me? Damn, bitch. I see how it is. I'm joking, of course.
Deep and unknowable, like an abyss. Yet at the same time, a roaring, unquenchable fire. It was a trifle terrifying, to be frank.
I like him.
Second promise. You must bring us more marvelous conveniences. More dirigibles and
Those are
trains and the like.
The
We need
beacons.
you in charge to make trading easier.
They remind me of the fucking...
The elders, they complain and complain
What is
about
the names?
abandoning tradition.
Oh my god,
But
that's
we're
gonna
not
drive
like
me
them,
crazy.
afraid of everything foreign and new.
The bird
You
people
have our
from
wholehearted
Zelda,
support.
but like
With your
specifically how they look in
ingenuity
Wind
and
Waker.
knowledge, You're sure to win the contest.
Forgive me, but the right of succession is barely begun. I will hear your petitions if and when I am named Dawn Servant. If you will excuse me.
Plain spoken, as always. That's our corner. Practical to a fault.
Here we have Kona, the second promise, who spent time as a pupil at Charlian's own studio.
Now that you mention it, I think I did see him in the halls once or twice. There was nothing to suggest he was Turali, much less from a royal family.
it was by design. He forwent his usual garb and took an Eorzean name to avoid attention.
So it was Kona who introduced the dirigibles. And the railway too, given what we just heard.
In furtherance of his goal, to enrich Tuliolal with every bright notion he learned of in Shavlian. He is the hope of those who prize innovation.
Okay.
As aloof as he may seem, Kona and Wuklamat actually get along rather well. They bicker and banter as only close siblings do.
How gracious of you all to cheer the lesser Claymans.
Don't be a dick, Bakul.
Oh, come now. What are you afraid of? I'm no different from your Dawn servant. That my kind should reign is Mamulja tradition, and has been so since before there was a Tuliyola. I'll brush aside your feeble contenders, and then you'll see who deserves your feeling.
Well said, brother.
This guy's just a dick for no reason.
The Mamulja have finally found peace in Tuliolal. A pity those fanatics are intent on keeping that tradition alive.
Yeah.
The chosen of Mamuk, Bakul Jaja, winner of the recent martial tournament, and the only claimant not of the Dawn's promise. His strength is undeniable, but you see how he is. A few devoted Mamulja are his only supporters.
What would he do with the throne should he win it?
Kill everybody.
His policies and so forth.
Die!
I doubt he's thought much beyond winning the contest itself.
Thank you for the follow, hey man. I got jump scared by my follow sound again. Welcome in, welcome in.
But one thing seems certain. If he does become Dawn Servant, he will see the Mamulja exalted as the ruling class. And all
Let's go.
others forced into subservience.
I know that's let's go, but I love reading it as let's go. I don't care.
Sounds like another that cannot be allowed to rule.
We're playing the new 14 expansion. It looks fucking fantastic.
Who are you people?
Holy shit. Hi, Quince. Thank you. Welcome in. How was stream? How was content warning? I saw you were playing that earlier. How were the sub games?
Crush!
Hold on. Hi. Oh my god, I cannot read.
We wish for one thing.
Q7, Q7, Q7. Thank you.
To abide together in harmony.
I need to open the stream manager on my phone so I can see who followed.
It is our way, the Turoli way.
Fucking
The
shit.
Luijaja built for us this peaceful nation, and we beg you
Thank
to
you for the
preserve
follow.
it.
MBR 478.
You have my word.
Welcome in, welcome in.
Won't let your pleas go unanswered.
We ended on Lethal Company and kicked some booty. Oh, fuck yeah. I am delighted to hear that.
Until Tuliolal was founded some 80 years ago, this continent was ravaged by war.
Gotta love doing it big for the company.
And they are Wuklamat's most ardent supporters.
Also, thank you again for the raid. I appreciate it. We're playing some Final Fantasy. That's me. I have a goofy little image that I'm using to cover up the text chat in game, which is a draw over of one of the characters over Germa, which is just gonna sit right down here for the most part. But yeah, I'm doing the story, and it's really good so far. Everyone's really pretty, and like the voice acting and the music is fucking banging.
Apologies, it's hard to get away.
Look at her.
This is Namika,
Look
my
at her.
childhood nursemaid. She's been like a mother to me my whole life. I told her it wasn't necessary, but she insisted on seeing us off.
I place our precious third promise into your care.
I believe with those recent followers, we are now only a dozen away from hitting the big 50, which is fucking huge, and I thank all of you so much for your support. And, you know, turning up and being here, and I appreciate it. I appreciate it. If it's your first time viewing, or if you've been here before, I am delighted to have you here, and I am grateful for you.
Did you know Wuklamat was taking part in the rite of succession?
Did you know?
Of the Dawn's promise. I thought it was only Zoralja and Kona. If she has any accomplishments to her name, I've yet to hear them.
Compared to the two Mamulja, she pales in martial prowess. And then there's Kona, who's far and away the most educated of the bunch. I hate to say it, but it's hardly a competition.
Damn. Don't be mean.
It's fine. More than anyone, I understand how much better my brothers are than me.
Don't be hard on yourself. You're gonna fucking crush it. Because you've got protagonist power on your side.
I never thought of you as the lesser sibling.
Only the shitty sibling.
Your brothers may excel in their respective ways, but you boast qualities that both lack. A strength that is yours alone. Having cared for you for so long, I should know.
Thank you, Namika. Well, we ought to be on our way.
Yes, hurry along. I await word of your victory with bated breath.
I really should update the raid sound so it matches the GIF that plays. Because I think that I sure have a lot of people to disappoint is really funny. Yeah, boop. Listen to this fucking music. Whoops. Not so much for the brief reunion I had in mind. Papa is not going to waste time when he decides to act. I'm used to it by now, of course, but the others are often caught off guard. In any case, we should talk about how we're going to find the City of Gold. All we have to work with are the 7 tablets and their connection to the Tuliolal saga. Might I suggest first comparing the tablets against the pillars? We can check for any discrepancies between them. Good idea. Let's go and take a look. You know, this could be funny. We're fine. We're basically fine. stream still live? Hold up. I think visuals might be bugged. Nope, okay, we're working just fine. It's just that the mobile thing that's like Stream Manager is busted. Whoopsies. Tablets, if you would. Okay, let's see here. Unless I'm missing something, the glyphs appear to be identical. The only difference being that the tablets have hollows where the keystones are to be fitted. So now that we've established that the scenes are the same, where do we go from here? The Dawnservant said we were to retrace the path he walked in uniting Tyrell's peoples, and that we would encounter 7 electors along the way. Then we have the answer here in front of us. Papa's path is all laid out in the Tulio Law Saga. Oh, whoops. Sorry, Graha's still there. The events the glyphs portray, do we know the exact locations where they took place? No. If one is close, we could go there and search for an elector. That would confirm we're on the right track. Let me think. The Lay of Reeds was in the nearby Hanu Hanu settlement. Papa took me there once. You don't have to notify me, Windows. That scared the shit out of me. I know that I don't have any viruses. I've not downloaded anything onto this fucking computer. And the whole village was alive with good cheer. Sorry. There's also the Lay of Gold. That one involved the Pelu Pelu village, which is about the same distance from here. Before going anywhere, we should ask around the road ahead. I heard a lot of talk as we toured the city about that storm we passed through at sea. Apparently it ravaged Yogg-Toroil several days ago. Since our roads are not as well paved as Eorzea's, they're more susceptible to damage from natural disasters. If we want to avoid wasting time making a dead-end trail, I suggest we spend a few moments making inquiries. If it's information we need, just leave it to me. I'll bring the information to us. Oh, I love her enthusiasm. She's... Alright. It would be prudent to ensure we are prepared for the journey. I'll guide you to the accommodations I've arranged. Thank you. Oh. Welcome to the hotel. That's right, the reservation is under Wuklamat's name. If you don't mind, I'll leave my companions to you. Certainly, sir. She's cute. I just gave her the first voice that came to mind, don't mind me. I'll go and track down the third promise. Once you've finished organizing your gear, you can meet us outside Spalavtier. Greetings to visitors to Tuliolal, and welcome to the Forward Cabins. Whenever you are ready, I will show you to your rooms. Presses the screenshot button again. There is unfortunately a limit on it, which is frustrating, but like... Or at least I think there's a limit on it. Wait at the designated location. Bum, 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 bum. Listen to that snazzy ass bass line. Holy fuck. I keep forgetting to toggle the fucking Garaha image, so I'm just not gonna worry about it for now. Trust you to be the keenest to head out, Plumaria. But where are Erenfiel and Wuklamot, I wonder? Oh good, you're all here. Who might your companions be? Seeing as we needed information, I thought who better to get it from than the locals. These two hail from the villages we're thinking to visit. I give you credit for taking initiative at least. What do you mean at least? What do you mean? I am honored that the third promise would seek my advice. I, too, am happy to answer your questions. Any encounter might be an opportunity to do business. Thank you both for your help. Before we begin, there will doubtless be other occasions when we need to act independently, so I brought these for the two of you. Oh, is it like pearls? I don't need this. Yeah, there it is. A gemstone harvested from a special shell. When linked together, they allow people to communicate across great distances. Is that so? What a handy thing to have. He is thoroughly unimpressed. It will be very useful in our travels. Speaking of which, I should get back to introducing my two new friends here. The Tuliolal Saga features a number of Tural's clans. Two of those, the Hanu Hanu and the Pelu Pelu, have settlements relatively close to the city, so I brought a representative of each. As I mentioned before, the Hanu are a cheerful people who love their festivals. They make their appearance in the Lay of Reeds in their home village, Okanu. Their home village, Okanu, is located in Kazamauga. The other, smaller fellow, is one of the Pelu, a clan of business-minded folk from Urkopacha. They appear in the Lay of Gold and craft all kinds of marvelous goods in Wachunpelo, their village. Or Wakunpelo? As for deciding which village to visit first, why don't you put that adventurer's instinct of why don't you put that adventurer's instinct of yours to work for us, Plumaria? Pick our destination. Alright. I'm going to do... this is tough. I'm probably going to go with the Hanu first. Because listen, all I can really say is, yeah. Yes, yes. So, what is it you'd like to know? Throughout to Okano, we go south through the Arch of the Dawn, then follow the road which runs along the Kozamauga River, is that right? It is. Be warned, however, my brother, and tell me the recent storm has rendered the path even muddier than usual. The footing is quite poor in some parts. Far worse was the destruction visited upon our homes, though. Houses were torn apart and several people injured, if not killed. Even our beloved festival is in danger of being called off this year. If you do still plan on going, I must urge you to proceed with caution. We'll be sure to watch our footing, thank you. Now I'm worried for the Hanu. It sounds like they were hit hard by that storm. Anyway, if we're bound for Kozama Uka, we should head over to the Arch. We'll be back to talk to you in good time, Master Merchant. Meanwhile, you can eat and drink your fill at Spaliavte. It's all been arranged. Can I go get tacos? Please? Let me get tacos. I'm fucking... There's not a merchant down there, I'm so sad. What do you have? New dawn, a new hunt. You there. You are Plumeria Abelimas, are you not? The adventurer from across the water who's been lending the third promise her strength. Yeah, that's me. Then well met. To tell the truth, I have been meaning to make your acquaintance for some time. I have a proposition for you. You are familiar with the Eorzean hunts, yes? We have something very similar here in Tulial. And having heard much of your philanthropic spirit, not to mention your capacity for violence, we should very much like to recruit you to our cause. If you are interested, speak with my associate, Bol Oga. The Zabral is a master of the hunt and administers to the bills in the square overlooking the port. Tell him the Wing of the Protection recommends you. Alright. Let's just go over and do that. It's free experience. What do we have here? Your posture could use some work, but you've got good eyes. Eyes that have seen a few things. You here to sign up? Guess so? Heh, the Wing of Protection recommend you, do they? Well, they're always on the lookout for new hunters. If you're good enough for Wukulamat, you're good enough for us. The fuck is that supposed to mean? Pleasure to have you with us, Plumeria. Suppose I better get down the introductions. Or maybe I don't need to. This whole idea came from your side of the sea, after all. It was Guano who showed us ways. Either way, I'll keep it brief. Our hunts work much the same they do in Eorzea. We put a bounty on those beasts that prove themselves an enemy of the people. You kill them and bring us back the proof, you get your reward. While your reputation may precede you, rules are rules, and the rule is I have to test every hopeful out on beginner builds. Can't have every youngling with nothing to her name but a plowshare and a dream of glory skipping merrily away to her doom. Prove yourself in Tyrol and I'll give you some bigger, bitier fish to fry. Thank you. I will do those bills later. I should pop that on also. Whoopsies. Okay. What is available for sale? A kitty? Oh, that's cute. I need it. Wild Red Barding. Blades Exaltation, Orchestrion Roll. Lots of materia. Oh, I love the new materia designs. That's nice. What is... Oh, leaves. Gotcha. I'm having the same thing I'm having the same thing I had at the start of, like, Endwalker, where I'm like, 90's the level cap right now, right? I'm at level 80, definitely, for sure. But no, 100, that's not a real level, or something like that. Anyway, I have food here, so I'm going to end stream and raid someone, and I think I know who already. Yeah, she's still alive. She might be further in story than me, but I will pop my head in. Oh yeah, she is in fact further in story than me. I'm actually gonna see if there's someone else I can raid. No. Alright. Yeah. I'm just gonna call it here then. Have a good night, everybody. Thank you for tuning in. I'm gonna throw on some tunes and let us end out here. I will stream more probably tomorrow. Planning on bringing a new game to the stream on Tuesday. Not gonna tell you what it is yet, because where's the fun in that? But yeah. Thank you all for tuning in, thank you all for lurking, and thank you, Quince, for the raid. I don't know if she's still here, or if anyone's ever gonna watch the VOD for this, but I hope to see you all next time, which will be very soon.